This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.
Welcome back to another episode of the Icon Podcast. I am your host, Gianna. Today we've got the opportunity of talking to Krystal. Thank you for joining me, Krystal, and welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Of course. So, Krystal, give us the background. Who are you? Where are you from? How did you grow up to be a real estate agent?
Oh my. Okay. So Krystal Mucha, I run the Mucha property group in Colorado. We're also based in Oklahoma. So kind of neat. We're spreading out. We did dabble in Florida, Massachusetts, and we're going to actually be in Arizona and Nevada probably by the end of the year. So we're growing. We're going to be everywhere before you know it. So I got into real estate, honestly, by a whim. I was in corporate world. I needed to find something that was different for my kids, for our family life. It just was, I was traveling too much. The responsibilities was just piling up. And so I said, I've always wanted to do real estate. And I took the leap. And failing wasn't an option. So I basically put everything into it. And here I am, Icon, sitting on these podcasts. It's so amazing.
Yeah. Doing a good job at that, Krystal. And like one of the cool things about EXP too is you're in multiple states, all one cap. We'll get into that later. But Krystal, how did you come across EXP? Who introduced it to you? Why did you make the move? What did that move look like for you?
So I was at Keller Williams. I started my career there. I had never really, I interviewed multiple brokerages right before. Every new agent should be interviewing multiple brokerages, teams, anything to find out what they're going to, offer them and what is going to be done for them. And I never looked into EXP because I didn't really give it the time that it deserved. And then I got a message randomly from Tark, Mucha, and I was like, what is this? And, there's people who run celebrity platforms, right? We all know this. My marketing team runs mine, things along those lines. So I definitely thought, oh, this is just BS. Like, this is just not going to be anything real. Well, I asked for a video to prove it was real, and it was real. So it kind of just opened that door of, hey, what can we do for you? Let's just have a phone call. Let's just sit down. Let's see what EXP offers. And I did. And when I realized, the path I was forging over here was going to be met with roadblocks and financial debt and everything by trying to be in multiple states, EXP just opened its doors. And I was like, yes, and yes, and yes, and yes. And since I changed over, I've been more successful. I've made more money. My agents have made more money. It's been a blessing all around.
Absolutely. And, EXP they have so much to offer between stock options, rev share, being in multiple states, multiple countries, if you want. And so Krystal, what have you enjoyed most about EXP that maybe you didn't expect at first?
Honestly, the ease.
Mm-hmm.
I love not having to wait on anybody. I'm not a patient woman, and our business does not wait on people. So when I need something, I run into EXP World, take my little avatar to wherever it has to go, and I have a human with me. And at other brokerages, I had to schedule an appointment. I had to get on someone's calendar. I was kind of at the will of other people, and my business was not as productive. Here, if I run into one issue, I log on, I have my issue solved within 5 minutes, and then on to the next. And so that's the one thing that I didn't know about that I am so happy about.
That's awesome. And that community, the collaboration, the resources, it's such a huge benefit of EXP. And Krystal, you talked earlier, the real estate world seemed right for you as a family oriented person. So what does your work-life balance look like? How do you balance work and play and running such a big, successful, real estate group?
Honestly, healthy boundaries. It was one of the things I had to learn straight away as a new realtor. Our clients, especially those who may not be part of our sphere, don't really understand those, and they don't really care, right? You're working for them, you're providing the service, you should do these things, which is right. It's great. It's true. That's how we build our business. But creating those healthy boundaries, I schedule everything. If it's not on the calendar, it doesn't get done, and I stick by it. So I do not take showings at certain times, or I do not go do showings. I do not handle certain phone calls. Like, I'm very respectful of doing homework with my children. I'm respectful of going to the gym and exercising and keep myself healthy. I'm respectful of bedtime. So I've had to create that balance myself, but working for my own money, I guess you could say, just being my own boss has made that so much easier.
Right. Absolutely. And, being able to prioritize those things, which are important to you and important to your business and keeping you recharged. And Krystal, as far as like the work balance goes and the level that you've scaled your business up to, have you made any hires? What are some of those first tasks that you've taken off your plate to be able to scale up to this level?
Yes. So many brokerages have these, I guess, tiers of what you should do, who you should hire, how you should do it. And in the beginning, when you're a new agent, you don't have money. So thinking about hiring anybody or doing anything along those lines is almost intimidating. And then you think you're failing because you can't hire the right people. So what I did was I had to be honest with myself and realize what I could and couldn't do. And so that meant taking on everything until I could get somewhere to get someone else, And so I have a transaction coordinator. She is amazing. She's the team transaction coordinator. I like to say she's the real boss because she keeps us out of jail. She's always available, and she is worth her weight in gold. And one day when I'm a billionaire, I'm going to be able to pay her a lot more than what she charges because she's amazing.
I love that.
I've hired multiple agents, and I did things a lot differently. I did not pigeonhole them and say, you are a buyer's agent, you are a listing specialist. I said, you are an agent. Go do your job. Go find the work. And if it's buying or selling, that's what you're doing. And so we have just done really well because my agents have had that freedom to go find what they like. And if they don't like working with buyers, then it's their choice. It's not mine. So it's been cool. My next hire is going to be a full-time assistant. I have a part-time assistant. However, I think the virtual world is going to prove a lot better. And that's why I wanted to be on this podcast, because I support the work you're doing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's incredible. And, I've got 4 virtual assistants, and I share them with like the rest of our team, but they, have tasks that they're specifically dedicated for with me. And I love them. They're incredible. And it's, it's allowed me to crank out nearly 300 podcasts this year and counting since March. So that's been awesome. Definitely up to my productivity. And Krystal, let's talk production in your market. So you're in Colorado Springs, Colorado. What does that average housing price look like for you? How many homes do you have to be able to sell to cap?
My cap is at 16,000 as a team lead. Our average sales house out here, my average, the ones that I've been doing recently have been over 500,000. So capping hasn't been, it's not, a tedious job or anything along those lines. I would say I always calculate 6. But funny story, I'll always, my husband laughs at this. I always over calculate and under calculate my own profits on purpose. Because then I don't get lazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I love that. That's like, that's like setting your clocks like 15 minutes ahead, right? So that you're always on time. My parents used to do that. Yeah, that's awesome, Krystal. And so, beyond production, you also have a cultural commitment to get that other half of your cap back. So, that could be mentoring, that could be sitting on icon panels, this, that, the other. So what is your cultural commitment and why do you choose to go with that option?
So honestly, I've done a little bit of everything. So I mentor, I have 3 mentees and they're really amazing. And it's so neat to get real estate agents who want to learn. They're like sponges. They absorb everything, right? And
Right.
I have a duty and a responsibility to make sure I'm teaching them correctly so that I don't make their next choices, very negative or they
Right.
don't quit real estate because I didn't teach them something. So I'm mentoring. I've sat on a few panels, which has been really good, actually.
Yeah.
And I just signed up to teach at the university.
Awesome. That'll be really cool. So you've taken advantage of quite a few cultural commitments. And Krystal, when it comes to being an icon agent, you get that cap back in stock. You get the opportunity to go to EXP Con shareholders for more stock awards. So what is your favorite part about being an icon agent? Why are you going to strive for that year after year?
If I'm going to be honest with you, when I came over to EXP, icon agent wasn't on my radar. That's not what I was focused on. I didn't have that as a goal, like I'm going to do this. But when I reached it and then I started, seeing the camaraderie in among other icon agents, it was like a new level of a new family. It's like I was video gaming and I unlocked something that I didn't even know was there. And so becoming an icon agent it's just been so rewarding and so challenging because it's now making me do things that I didn't do before. And I absolutely love it. So my favorite part is EXP Con. My favorite part is the conferences. Some are meant to like check in mentally and, spiritually. And then there is EXP Con. And that is your business on fire with other people who have the same goals as you. And that networking, that referral business, that friendship it's just irreplaceable.
Absolutely. I love that. I love how you phrase that. And so, Krystal, maybe you weren't focused on the Icon Award, but a lot of people are coming over to EXP because of the options. So they come up to you, Krystal, as a mentor, as an icon, and they say, hey, my eyes are set on this Icon Award. It's my first year with EXP. Is it possible for me to hit this? What are some goals I need to be setting out to get there or some major mistakes to avoid when coming to Icon in your first year?
I think if I'm being honest, that answer is going to be the same, whether they're chasing icon or they're just chasing success. Some people's goals are, I need to just be able to pay all my bills this year. And it's going to be focus. It's going to be, don't chase the market. It's going to be work your sphere. It's going to be intentional, because whatever goal you set, you're going to get there. It's about how hard it's going to be. So honestly, whatever that is, and trying to reach icon, I tell my agents, just focus on what we have to do right now, on the work that no one wants to get done.
Absolutely. I love that. And, lean into your mentors, hold yourself accountable. It's achievable, but it's not easy. And Krystal, when you were introduced to EXP, were you ever skeptical of it? It's a pyramid scheme. It's a cult kind of thing.
I'm just an open book. So yes, absolutely. I thought this is too good to be true. Something's going to happen. Someone's, is this company going to go belly up? What is happening? But to be honest with you, EXP has been on the forefront of this technology. I mean, our avatars, our world, our platform that we're built on is mind-blowing. There's no brick and mortar. There is no waiting. There is no restrictions on how successful we can be. Everyone can be successful. Not everyone will. So having that reservation, I would tell people, you're not losing anything. You're not losing anything at all. You're going to gain education, friends, experience, and that stock back. I mean, that's like the cherry on the sundae.
And it's like, there goes all your overhead virtually, right? Like you've been paid back with your stock. Okay, to be part of EXP, that was $85 a month. Mm-hmm. Awesome. And so, Krystal, for those that are looking to make the jump over to EXP, they're nervous. They don't know how to break up their brokerage. They're loyal. What happens if they come over here and they don't do well? Like, what would you have to say to put their mind at ease to make that jump to EXP?
I would say that all success comes at a cost. Mm-hmm. And so if anyone's afraid to try, you just got to do it. There is no failing. There is failing forward. That's like my slogan. We fail forward. And if they come over and they don't like it, I mean, again, nothing is lost. You didn't lose time because you were still learning something, you were experiencing, and now it helps you move forward as a real estate agent. So I like to tell everybody that there's no bad choices in life. There's just choices.
That's awesome. That's a great, thing to go with when making the move to EXP, because, there's no non-compete. You're not like dedicating your life to EXP. Just come try it out. And, Krystal, you said one of your favorite things is EXP Con in Vegas, like a big old family reunion. So I assume you'll be out there this year?
Yeah, and I'm taking a few of my agents. We actually sponsored a table for the gala, whatever you want to say. And this is the first year they're doing that. And we jumped on it because the company has been so amazing to us. It's made us very successful. It gives us all these tools. Why not do something and help our company that's trying something new? So we sponsored a table. We're looking forward to it. We don't know what it's going to be, what it's going to look like, but we are so excited.
That's awesome. I'm excited to hopefully meet you IRL out there, Krystal. It's going to be awesome. And is there anything that you want to leave the listeners with today as we wrap it all up?
No, I don't have anything other than trust your gut, give it a shot, and you'd be surprised at how easy it is to become successful when you have no real reservations.
Absolutely. I love that. Great note to wrap it up on, Krystal. Thank you so much for your time today, and I will see you in Vegas.
Yes, can't wait.
This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.